woman who was making a phone call was knocked into the arms of the passing CEO. She had assumed the CEO would help her. Unexpectedly, in the next moment, the woman found herself sitting flat on the ground. The CEO declared that he did not like women who threw themselves into a man's arms. He told the woman not to waste her effort. The woman retorted that the CEO was simply too full of himself. She claimed that her admirers could line up all the way from China to Paris. To her surprise, in the very next moment, 3 wealthy playboys presented her with gifts, only asking that she agree to dine with them. Seeing this, the CEO became even more convinced that the woman was a professional at emotional manipulation. Little did he know that the woman before him was actually his wife, whom he had never met. It turned out that 3 years earlier, the CEO's grandmother and the woman's grandmother had arranged a marriage contract for them, and in order to fulfill her grandmother's wish, the woman had agreed to the engagement. Afterwards, the CEO went to the marriage registration office to wait for the girl. His grandmother, afraid he might mistake her identity, specifically instructed that his fiancée arrive wearing a wedding veil and holding white roses. Unexpectedly, the girl got caught in a traffic jam along the way. As she was about to walk to the Civil Affairs Bureau, she accidentally left her veil in the car and then, in her hurry, dropped her bouquet on the ground. When the woman finally arrived, she brushed past the CEO just as he was about to leave. Just when the woman thought fate had played its last card, her grandmother-in-law beat her to it and secured their marriage certificate for them. However, the CEO had gone to the United States on business, and so, the two people who had never met each other ended up married in a blur of confusion. 3 years flew by in an instant, and by now the woman was a project director at a publicly traded conglomerate, and the CEO had returned to the country. Yet even when they met again, neither recognized the other. What's more, their respective companies had become each other's competitors. During a business negotiation, because the woman was representing the rival company, the CEO initially looked down on her. The woman merely smiled calmly and reminded him never to underestimate anyone, especially her. To his surprise, the woman ultimately won the contract. At that moment, the woman received a call from her grandmother, who, upon learning that her grandson had returned, asked the woman to pick out a gift so they could all meet. The woman then went to a luxury boutique